Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will be looking at what is CDN and how we can make use of AWS service CloudFront for maintaining our CDN. So, firstly, let's see what CDN is. For example, currently I'm staying in India, and if I host my server in somewhere in the US, then it's like 10,000 kilometers to reach the server. So, there will be a very high latency. What is a latency is to reach this resource, the amount of time it will be taken. It's known as latency. So it will be very high since distance is so long. And if the user has to access the server located at another continent, then it will be very difficult. So to reduce this time consuming process, if you host your servers in the nearby location, then this concept is known as content delivery network, that is CDN. So Amazon has these many edge locations where they host the service, and if you make use of this service, then your request time will be reduced, and response will also be we will receive the response in a much shorter time. So this is the basic concepts. And now let's go to the Amazon dashboard. This is how the AWS dashboard looks like, and you can just search for CDN CloudFront. You see that it says Global Content Delivery Network. Just click on it, and just um, so it is if you use a CDN, you have to pay a price for it. So just if you are doing it for a learning purpose, don't forget to delete the distribution once it's deployed. Okay, so if you just hit on this create distribution, it is asking for a origin domain. So if you already have your website hosted elsewhere in the server, you can just give your domain name, but I don't have any website hosted, so I will just make use of the AWS service to host my website. So there are various methods available, such as Amazon S3, which is a simple storage system provided by Amazon. You can host anything, any object inside it. It can be either image or a website or a video, anything like that. So let's firstly make use of the Amazon S3 bucket. Now I will be just creating one S3 bucket to store my website. So I will just go and type S3. Okay. So you also need to pay a price for it. It depends upon how much storage you are going for, and it also has some on-demand service. So it's up to the user to select whether to go for a free tier or the enterprise version. So you see that it is asking you have to give a unique bucket name. Now let me give learning CloudFront with S3 bucket. Let's keep this default setting, and I'm going to block all the public access to the bucket. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert this bucket in the CloudFront, but that CloudFront will have access to the public, so that user cannot access my bucket, but he can access the CloudFront which has this bucket. So this way our bucket will be secure, so that no user can't delete delete the object inside our bucket. So we have created this. Now let's create a bucket. Okay, we have already created a bucket. Now let's go inside of this. Now let's upload. So I have already made two HTML and CSS documents. I'm just going to drag and drop this thing inside here. It will just say hello world. So index.html is dropped, and I will dropping my styling file. So CSS is also dropped. Now we have added two things. Now let's hit on upload. You see that there is a content inside our bucket. So now let's head back to the CDN. You see, as soon as we have created a bucket and added an object inside it, it is reflecting. So let's keep everything default. So here you see that it is asking for a bucket must allow public policy and origin access control policy. Let's go for this origin control access policy, and now let's create this OCA. It will just create a policy for you. Let's keep the setting default. It clearly says that you must update the S3 bucket policy. CloudFront will provide you with a policy statement after creating the distribution. It will just give you some code and you need to paste that code inside your S3 policy. So it is asking whether a firewall will be provided. So I currently don't need any protection for my website, and this is just for a learning purpose. So you see that I already told you that it will give me a policy. I will just copy this policy, and I will just go back to my S3 bucket. In the S3 bucket, if I head back to the policy section, you see that it's a permission. You see that there is a bucket policy. Now let's edit this. Now I will just paste whatever I have copied. So this is not generated by me, but it is instead generated by AWS itself. I will just hit on save. Okay, our policy permission is enabled. Now let's close this notification, and you see that it is deploying. Once it's deployed, you can make use of this distribution domain name to access your website. So all you need to do is you just have to copy this and then paste this. Just hit index.html. Why index.html is inside my bucket I have inserted a document known as index.html. So it will just display the content inside it. You see that our website is live. So this way you can make use of this CDN. So Amazon CloudFront to distribute your content across the globe so that your latency time can be reduced. So that is pretty much from my end. So make sure that you delete this thing because it will cost you some money. So you see that there is a last modified, it's deployed. Once it is moved to some date last modified, then you just click on this thing and then disable and then delete, and also delete your bucket by going back to your buckets and then click here and then delete your bucket. So that's it guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video. Have a great day. Bye.